This man needs no introduction. Where are you?
Because tonight is a very special night. Sit down because this might take longer. I made no promises. Tonight's a very special night in the life of the drama group. So tonight we pay tribute to a man who has contributed handsomely and generously to life in Kilcullen over many years. And I'm speaking, of course, of Dick Dunphy. Appeared on this stage for the first time in March 1959. That's 60 years ago today. 60 years ago last March, he had made his first appearance in Kilcullen. The drama group was founded in 1930 by a man called Father Moynihan. So it is 89 years of age. And this is extraordinary to think that for 60 of those 89 years of age, of those 89 years, Dick Dunphy has been an active and important member of the group, and we owe a lot to him. It was a happy coincidence that in that play in 1959 called Two in a String, there's a young woman also among the cast called Finola Dowling, and Dick Dunphy and Finola Dowling got married a couple of years later, and they're over 50 years married now, so I suppose there was a bit of a payback for his commitment to the drama group. It was a bit of a payback, a very large payback. Himself and Finola were involved in many productions on the stage here, and indeed on 4 productions off the stage, Fergal, Siobhan. In 1968, Dick told me this story himself. He auditioned for a part in a play called A Man from Clare, a play by John B. Keane, and Dick thought he was ideally suited because he had the accent being from the south of Ireland. He looked the part. This man from Clare was a biggish man, young and fit. Dick auditioned for the part, but Paddy Mealy was not a bit happy with his audition and turned him down. But by way of consolation, as Dick was leaving, quite disappointed, Paddy said to him, "Don't worry about Dick, not everybody is cut out to be an actor." Paddy Mealy wasn't very good at consolation. A couple of years later, exactly 2 years later, the very same Paddy Mealy arrived down at Dick Dunphy's door down in the square where Dick was living with Nora. He knocked on the door and said, "Dick, I'm doing a play and I badly need you to play a part in this play." And Dick, still hurting from his rejection of a few years previously, said, "You must be badly stuck, Paddy." And Paddy said, "To tell you the truth, Dick, I'm desperate." That actually happened. Conversation. Dick took the part in the play, and the play was Big Maggie. The year was 1970. The play was perhaps the most successful play ever done by the Kilcullen Drama Group. It won in All Ireland, the only All Ireland 3-act that Kilcullen ever won. Dick was, of course, among the cast, and there was Carmel Bagnall, Marion Callan, Loretta Gillies, Johnny O'Neill, Harry Clark was in it. There was a lot of people no longer with us now. Play acting up in heaven, I suppose, and God knows I'll be there soon enough myself. The way I'm feeling at the minute. Anyway, in 1971 they did the Bull McCabe. They did the Bull McCabe in the field, and Jesus, I tell you that I still remember that was a powerful, frightening portrayal of this country man who was obsessed with the greed for land. I can still remember Dick in that part. In 1972, we appeared on stage together in Philadelphia here at home. So that was my first appearance here, so I was 13 years behind him, and to tell you the truth, I never caught him. He was in that All-Ireland winning play, Big Maggie, but here's the one thing, and not many people know this. In the 70s, the Darren Group started doing one-act plays. We started at the festival circuit, entering competitions. There used to be an All-Ireland one-act festival, and and Gorey and Kilmuckin at various festivals, and if you were nominated from 3 festivals you got to go to the All-Ireland. In 1973 we went to the All-Ireland with a play called Me McKenna. I had a leading role in the play and Dick was in it as well. Unfortunately, it didn't work out quite as I hoped. We won the All-Ireland. I fully expected to get the Best Actor award. The All-Ireland, that would be something. But of course I didn't get a smell. Dick Dunphy got the Best Actor. He got the Best Acting Award, Best Actor Award in the next 1974 with a play called Bedtime Story, and if that wasn't bad enough, he got 3 in a row in 1975 with a play called The Toothache. So he's a 3-time All-Ireland Best Actor. Wow. I appeared with him a couple of times. I never got any. In 1970s, there was the fecking capers. Of course, your man was up to his ears in the capers, writing plays, acting, directing, and that was no sooner over than the started community shows, and there was 4 of those. He was involved heavily with those again. The 80s was a quiet time, and this place fell into disuse in the 80s. And in 1993, Pat and Lee and his merry band refurbished it, revamped it, rebuilt it. And 94, the drama group started again, and we've been going now for 25 years since. And some of my happiest memories are in those most recent years when I played with Dick in various comedy plays. I remember It Runs in the Family, Out of Order, The Lonesome West. I remember those 3 especially. It was a pleasure to be on stage with this man, especially in a comic play, because his timing was so exquisite. You could be so sure that he was going to make the most of whatever the author or playwright had provided us with. It was really, I can say honestly that I've learned everything I know about play acting from him. Of course I didn't learn everything he knows, because he didn't let me, but it was a great pleasure for me for all those years.
Mother bring you home.
We always like that. So it just remains for me to say, on behalf of the drama group, members, past and present, on behalf of the community of Kilcullen, thank you very much, Dick Dunphy, for 60 years of service to us.